Okay, so when you're little, it's put to you that humans are closer to God, and two things arise from that. One is romance. The other is this notion that we're all stuck together as one human. And you kind of have to go with it, because when you put the source there, and we get closer to it, that makes us all one group. Makes us all one. And inside that group, the only interesting thing is this romance, which, like from Sodom and Gomorrah to chasing daisies on Golden Pond, like let's consider the vast ranges here. And you've got the Songs of Solomon to go through in the Bible, and some games like Nicky Nicky Nine Door. Like you really got to start young with this romance stuff, and how much we'll tolerate. All right, and then so what happens cyclically when you avoid this notion of what is carnal? Carnal. They told us carnal had to do with sex. Well, I found out later on that there's things called carnivores. So it means of the flesh. So I personally go with the food. When I hear carnival atmosphere, I start thinking about candy. What they spun cotton candy and things that they serve. We've been served at the carnival. Yeah, foods like that. I think of food when I hear the word carnal, but because I was Catholic and they fooled us. They said it was all about sex, and they gave us this little piece of bread, and I had to get wine for the priest. And, you know, as an altar boy, I was right behind everything. But, no, if you touch yourself or some other buddy, technically that doesn't matter, because we're all one human stuck together. We're closer to God than the rest of these freaks that we eat, right? So, inside romance, and it's pretty much all's fair in love and war, but then your brain finishes growing at 36 years of age. And what a boring existence you're offered here. You see, they're saying Castaneda's chicks that he hung out with there, and they were pretty groovy chicks. Might have offed themselves when he died. So as I'm telling you, protein, what it does to you, it makes you critical. It makes you so freaking critical that you walk around complaining. And I can do it. I can get right off on a good complaint, but I tell you, these complex carbohydrates, the isotopes of carbon in photosynthesis, do you think that the mammals don't get a bash at this sort of ultra-chemistry? So what have you got? The states of matter. You got solids, liquids, gases, and then plasma. Never mind liquid. Plasma, superheated gas. Now, another word for what's in your blood is called plasma, too. So we can have lots of fun with plasma and say, does it touch radiation? Yes, it does. In fact, if you want to contain radiation or plasma radiation, it's very radioactive. And what do you need? It's got all these isotopes. You need a strong magnetic field. Can we talk to Lord Kelvin and ask to borrow his absolute zero there? Because if you don't know where absolute zero touches radiation, how are you going to get into the gravity of this magnetic field that we need to contain? Multiverse holes. I really like that multiverse theory. It works good. But this thing about there being no God is, okay, but you can't use the math then, because the math says you're going to point it one way or the other. And, you know, this one quality is goodness. And that's what you're after, right? And the quality of goodness comes from running away from the devil, right? Okay, there. There's only a devil, there's no God. All right. And in 15 minutes, you can pay my other royalties. You know, it might change my mind.